types of wave. We have classified the waves as mechanical, non-mechanical, as transverse, longitudinal, and now at another classification of the waves that is dependent on the availability of the medium. You see, whenever a source produces wave, it's a wave, wave, and only wave. Only the medium on its surrounding will decide whether it is going to be progressive or stationary. Suppose a person is speaking on his top roof, then obviously he is having the access to open medium, and all the sound he is producing, even suppose he is singing, then the waves produced will be progressive, and moreover these would be three dimensions. There is no restriction. But suppose the same person is now enclosed in soundproof rectangular small box, and he is enclosed within that one. Same person, same sound, same rhythm, but now the sound, the wave that's produced will be called that will be called stationary wave. So, what is the basic difference in the two situations? When the medium is free, same person, same source, same frequency, same intensity, everything same. But if the medium is not free, it's going to be stationary. If the medium is free, it's going to be progressive. So you have to keep this thing in mind. Progressive or stationary is only on the basis of availability of the medium. Progressive wave we are normally concerned with whenever someone is speaking on the ground, on the dais, because there is no complete binding or foundation. But if you consider example of a stretched string like guitar, sitar, these are the instruments based on a stretched wire. Then in that case, the wire has a limiting arrangement. You see, wire has a limited size. So whenever it is plucked and one side, the waves will be produced, they will proceed along one axis, they will get reflected, and this process will continue. Oncoming waves and returning waves, they will superimpose, and the result will be transverse stationary wave. So what is to be finalized now? In the wire instruments, where some wire is tightened at both the ends, in the wire instruments we are going to have stationary wave that will be obviously transverse. And in the instruments having air column like dholak, tabla, violin, all these instruments, they are having air column, in that always longitudinal stationary wave will be produced. But one thing is very interesting here. You see, suppose you are playing on guitar. Guitars have some limited length of wire. Wire is plucked at one end and sound is produced. It's a very funny to explain this thing, that wire is producing transverse stationary wave. In the wire, no doubt, transverse stationary waves are produced. But you just imagine, can you listen, can you respond to transverse waves? Not at all. So, what is reaching over your ears? That is longitudinal. So, you could say when transverse stationary waves are produced in the wire, stretched wire, side by side, the oscillations get developed in air column also, and in the air column, longitudinal waves will be produced, will be responding to them. So whenever you are using wire instrument, it is capable of producing transverse wave in the wire and longitudinal waves in the surrounding medium that will be listened by you. And you see, it's very interesting and fascinating to see so many musical instruments together. It gives very soothing effect on your eyes also, along with your ears. So you have a nice combination. Transverse stationary wave, it's given for the instruments based on stretched wire, and these longitudinal stationary waves will be produced by air column instruments like dholak, tabla, etc.